everyone, this is Angela and Ryan with LostReviews.com, and we're here for another episode of Blue Monday. This week we're going to be talking about the movies coming out for February 21st, which is not that many movies.
No, and sadly we do not have the Ninjas versus Aliens combo pack.
But you know
Sorry.
we recommend it.
Yes, you should buy it.
So we just have two that are coming out this week, so we're going to throw in one extra one that's already available.
A little quick pick.
So first up we have Colin Farrell and Keira Knightley in a smaller film that I hadn't really heard of before called London Boulevard.
Yes! I was really intrigued by this because I'm really into the whole British action films now.
And I'm just really into Colin Farrell now.
Yeah, so
not because of like his sex tape or anything, but because of...
He had a sex tape?
You didn't know that?
Didn't know.
Totally can see his face. He's really weird in it.
Awesome.
Isn't
everybody really weird behind...
Maybe we should recommend that on Blue Monday.
In bed? Yeah. We'll review his sex tape
What's
next week.
weird is he's filming himself and then you see him plug it in and watch himself while he starts to do stuff again with the lady. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, so...
That's awesome. Way to go, Colin Farrell. But let's talk about London Boulevard.
Okay.
This is written and directed by the guy that wrote The Departed.
Okay, that's a good stepping stone right there.
Yeah, so rather than come back and make an Irish gangster film, he makes a London mobster film.
Going for the British this time.
Yes, going for the British.
I did notice, I love Colin Farrell's natural accent. And I think it's easier for Europeans to kind of tweak between maybe like a Scottish, Irish, British kind of accent to get that dialect down. But it's not quite the same as hearing his actual natural accent because it comes off the tongue so quick. Yeah, well, we're always talking about in Bruges. So this one he has more of a London accent, which is a grittier, dirtier accent. But still, he pulls it off. I like it so much better than having to hear him do like an American accent.
Yeah, and you're starting to like Keira Knightley now.
Yeah, yeah.
And I really like her in this movie. The film is about Colin Farrell gets out of prison. He's a gangster. He doesn't want to be a gangster anymore, and people are trying to force him into being a gangster. And the classic line of the film is, "I don't want to be a gangster. Don't try to make me be a gangster because you wouldn't like me if I was a gangster."
Ooh, it's like the Hulk, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. You wouldn't like him if he's a gangster. So
okay.
he will fucking shoot you in the face.
So he ends up taking a job as kind of like a bodyguard for an actress?
Yeah, for Keira Knightley. She's like, her picture's all around town.
She's the paparazzi favorite right now.
They're hanging out in front of her house. Little cue for the film. One of the paparazzi members that's hanging out in front of her house that's holding a little handgun and dressed like the guy that killed John Lennon is the director of...
Oh, really?
Yeah, of the film. So, if you're kind of wondering why that's there and why the guy doesn't really make sense, it's because he's the director.
You wanted to put a little...
Yeah, so it's a little bit artsy there. I kind of felt like, him always watching over and seeing what these people are doing and ultimately controlling whether they live or die. Kind of, if you want to get really artsy with it.
You're getting deep with this.
Getting deep with it.
Okay, so how was Keira Knightley? I didn't see all of the film
Oh,
yet.
I already said she was great. I enjoyed her a lot. Her character just kind of is a bit.
She's not a large part of the movie?
No, I mean, it's all Colin Farrell. All Colin Farrell.
And every single British mobster you've ever seen in any British mobster film is in this film.
Like the guy from The Departed that I can't remember his name.
Irish
right off
mobster.
the bat. Yeah. But
number one.
But it's a hardcore film. It's a fun watch. I really enjoyed it. The characters are engaging. Even though the story may not be so original, it's really good. And the end got me. They got me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like when they get you because that doesn't happen very often.
It's a really good ending. I enjoyed London Boulevard a lot.
And it looked nice too. It was filmed really, like, good colors,
it was beautiful.
good lights.
It was beautiful. There was only a few times when I was like, ooh, that sound cue is off, but that's really dissecting the film and getting deep into it. Just one special feature, the making of London Boulevard, but I'm going to say buy this. A lot of people aren't going to tell you to do that, but at least check it out. I loved this movie. It was awesome.
All right, cool. And it's a Region A for all those who want to know. I'll definitely be checking out the rest of the film, but I have way too much going on right now. So next up this week, coming out, is J.Edgar, Clint Eastwood's movie, which stars Leonardo DiCaprio.
Stars Leonardo DiCaprio
as an old guy.
And one of the twins from
Army
Social
Hammer.
Social Network.
Well, that was the one dude.
This is another movie which, you know, people kind of were torn on J. Edgar.
Yeah.
Either you really liked it or you hated the makeup.
I did not like it that much, and it wasn't necessarily the makeup. I just thought the story was really boring.
Oh, but it's so interesting. It's such an interesting film.
I think it's a really monotone, quiet film. Like,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of, like, heavy action, like, keep you awake or anything. So I was dozing off.
And the art
watching
direction's
this.
really good. Like, the set design in this is really good. The story, if you want to know something about J. Edgar, a man that I hated, so I had a hard time being engaged by his character because I've always grown up being the John Dillinger guy. So having any admiration for, J. Edgar just is not happening for me. The movie doesn't change that.
Well, they're trying to portray him as he really was, right?
Yeah. So I enjoyed that. It goes into the guy's life, stuff I had no clue about, and, you know, it's all speculation, but, you know, his sexuality, the cross-dressing is in here.
Well, it's all on Wikipedia, so that makes it true, right?
Hey, Wikipedia is our new encyclopedia. I really enjoyed this. Limited special features here, kind of disappointed, but the one that they have on there is a really good documentary, kind of about, with talking heads from the film, of course. But
Does
about
it have
J.
Clint
Edgar.
Eastwood talking?
Yes,
Oh.
J. Edgar.
Is he just hard and tough and pissed off and his pants are up to here and he's I made the movie.
No, his pants are up to here now. But, you know, he's getting older, so...
He's going to be able to reach him easily.
Yeah. You gotta undo the belt. You know, when you really gotta pee really bad.
You gotta be able to get to him quickly.
Yeah.
So
yeah, J. Edgar, I'm gonna give it a rent it. Check out the special features. I enjoyed this film a lot. I think Leo should have been nominated for his
Best
role.
actor?
Yeah, I enjoyed him in this.
I don't think anything got nominated, did it?
No, everybody hated this movie.
Well, that's kind of a shame because it was well made. I just
Yeah,
didn't
so
really
I'm gonna give it a rent it. I guess you're gonna give it a pass.
I'd give it a watch it once.
So a
Rent it.
mild rent
A
it.
mild rent it.
Okay,
That's
so
pretty much-
that is it for this week. Let's do a suggestion. One of our favorite films of the year.
From last
Really
year?
almost made the bottom of our top 10 last year.
Wasn't it an honorable mention though? I
Yeah, it
think
was an honorable mention, but that movie is 50-50.
Boom.
This looks great on Blu-ray. The story is so touching. It's just
I
great.
love it. Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Seth Rogen, surprisingly really, really great in this movie because
Yes.
Seth Rogen's kind of hit or miss sometimes, but I think he's doing a lot better these days.
Yeah.
One of those comedic actors that shows that he can do drama.
Yeah, like
So that really, it hinged on his role, really, if this film is going to pass or fail, because, I mean, everyone loves Levitt. He's great in anything he does now.
yeah.
So, I guess it's kind of based on the director, like kind of a real story on the life he went through, where he gets this rare cancer and he's trying to beat it,
Yeah,
and
so
shows
a
the life
true
he goes
story.
through. So, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the cancer that he gets because it's really rare.
yeah,
That's
it's
really
back
all,
cancer. We'll just say back cancer.
well, it's like in his spine. That's all you really need to know. He goes through the treatments to try and heal himself and whatnot, and you get to see the turmoil he goes through with the girlfriend that he had before it started, and then Seth Rogen, who is his best friend, and what they go through together, and then his family. His mother, played by Angelica Houston, which she had such a magnificent role in this film, I thought. I mean, it was small, and you don't see her a lot, but there was a couple of pivotal parts where she is sitting with her son, and it literally had me in tears with just the expression on her face.
Yeah. Well, the expression on Levitt's face. There's
Yeah.
one scene in this where the guy wells up and tears up a little bit and says one line and has me just pouring.
Yeah.
Just to look in his face. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, while the kind of his next project is going to be him as a director, just great actor. I hope he doesn't turn away from acting.
No, I don't think well, he's coming out in the new Batman.
Yeah, he'll be in the new Batman. He'll also be in that stupid male movie where he drives around on a bike, which
doesn't
will
look-
probably be great.
He's also
It'll
going to
probably
be
look
in
great.
Looper, I think.
Yeah.
Another thing to point out, though, this isn't just a tearjerker drama. It's got
No.
a lot of comedy in it, especially really heavy in the first half. People wanted to hate on this movie when it first came out because they thought, how can you laugh about cancer?
Right.
But I think finally someone has been able to take a real subject that hundreds of thousands of people deal with every day and bring it to light of, look, this is something real. Yes, it sucks, but let's at least make a couple of jokes about it and try to get through this. I mean, laughter gets people through a lot of stuff, and so I think this film showed that really well.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It's worth owning. We're definitely giving this a buy it. So, but that
Check
is
that
it.
out.
Yeah, definitely check out 50/50. That is it for us here at lostandreviews.com. We'll see you next week on Blue Monday.
Hopefully we have more.